One of the things when I hear you talk, and this is something that I feel like I connected with you pretty quickly on. I don't get this a lot. Is when I engage with Christians as a whole, but a real desire for Jesus, a kind of evangelistic zeal, a church planting. You can't plant a church without being interested in connecting with more people. Like,
yes,
you have to do that. But then on the other side, this sort of justice and inclusion. So like Jesus and justice, and a kind of joint passion for both of those things. And I'm hearing it now a little bit in this origin story of sitting with 450 different people talking to them.
One time when I first came back to South Carolina, I'd spent several years in Eastern Pennsylvania, serving as United Methodist pastor, and I was coming back to South Carolina, and I had previously in Pennsylvania, I had been involved in the Methodist Federation for Social Action, so very much like a social justice oriented group. But I also have a deep love for, the word evangelism is pretty loaded. But at its heart, it just means sharing good news and like talking about Jesus and telling others about Jesus. That really is the heart of what evangelism is. And so I, in some of the paperwork I had to fill out, I had listed both of those. And one of the folks on this committee that was interviewing me to see if I was fit for service in South Carolina very aggressively said, "You say you're a member of the Methodist Federation for Social Action, yet you also say that you have a passion for evangelism. Those two things can't go together. What do you say for yourself?" I was like, well, they can't go together because that's what I do. But, to me, the heart of Jesus, the heart of good news is this idea that God is for all of us. And if God is for all of us, that inherently is a statement of justice and rightness and right relationship, of wholeness and completeness. Like all of that is found in the life of Jesus. Like if you do nothing but read the story of the life of Jesus, that is what you're going to see and uncover, story after story after story. Which means that also, if we're going to talk about Jesus and like how you say, you're going to love like Jesus, then we have to live like Jesus. And that means pursuing these relationships of rightness and wholeness in all that we do.